Sri, welcome back to science class. Today in this class we are going to do certain topics. We are almost at the verge of completing this chapter. Okay, so look here, what are the topics we are going to cover up today? We will be learning about some interesting facts about birds, then how to take care of the birds, okay, looking after the young ones of the birds, then caring for birds. Okay, so these are the topics we are going to cover up today. So let us start with the first topic, that is some interesting facts about the birds. Okay, now please take out your book and I am going to read out like each and every point about the interesting facts of birds. Okay, and you will also like try to understand. Then you see here some interesting facts about the birds. Birds lay eggs, but they come in many different shapes. That we have learned: shape, size, colors. Okay, all eggs are covered with a hard shell. This is common in all the birds. Then eggshells of some birds have marking with black, brown or other shades. You must have seen some eggs are black in color, the marks are there in on the shell. Then some are brownish in shade, some are absolutely white like quill. Okay, so birds can even make different sounds that you have, like cuckoo. The sweetest and melodious sound of cuckoo is we like to hear, we like to listen to her voice, right? Then we have nightingale, even she sings. Okay, then there are certain birds which they make different kind of sounds. Now we have some interesting facts. I am going to read out every point for you and please try to understand. The first point: the largest egg of a bird was laid by an ostrich bird. Okay, and this ostrich bird is the largest bird on the earth. The smallest egg was laid by hummingbird, and the hummingbird is almost maybe 2 centimeter. It's very small, not 2 centimeter, but it's like 2 to 3 centimeter. Too small bird. So of course, when the size of the bird is small, the egg will also be very small. And when ostrich, the largest bird, and whose size is such huge, definitely the egg which it will lay will be also huge. Okay. So the egg of the hummingbird is the size of a pea, like just a pea. If you have seen the peas, so the egg of the hummingbird is the size of pea. Okay, so this is quite interesting. Okay, I think some of you knew about ostrich, but then about this hummingbird, many of you did not know it. So it's good to know. Then we have another interesting fact, that is penguin is the only bird that walks straight. Have you ever noticed that? Penguin is the only bird. Penguin comes under bird. Okay, of course it cannot fly very high, but then it can leap and it can also fly. That comes under bird category. So this is the only bird which can stand erect, straight and can walk like human being on the 2 feet. Then birds make sound to communicate with each other. Each bird has unique sound. Every bird has, if you have seen like owl at night, owl, the sound of owl is like hooting sound. Okay, then different birds have different kind of sound to communicate with each other. It's like if a crow wants to communicate something to its own category, to its own community member, then they will have a particular sound to communicate certain message. Okay, in the similar manner, the other birds are also having a particular sound in order to communicate the message to their own community members. Okay, then we have another fact, that is there are songbirds that eat insects. Okay, there are certain birds that there are songbirds that eat insects which harm plants and trees. Right? In addition to that, they also eat fruits, nuts and seeds. So there are certain birds which harm the leaves, the trees, because they feed on insects. So maybe they find some insect sitting on the leaf of any plant, they will go and eat it. And in the lieu, what happens? The leaf is also destroyed. So there are certain birds like that. Okay. interesting fact about hen. That is, hen and peacock, they can fly only a short distance. So this is, even I have noticed this, and I think many of you must have noticed in your surrounding. If you get to see hens, then you will find that hens are the birds which cannot fly very, very high. Okay, so peacock is also among them which cannot fly very high. Okay, so these are the interesting facts about some birds. Now we are going to learn how to look after the young ones of the birds. Okay, so let us see that. So we are going to learn how to look after the young ones. I mean, these birds, when they lay egg in their nest, then after that, how do they look after the young ones? First, the eggs are laid in the nest. After that, there are two parents. Okay, one parent sits on the egg to give warmth to the eggs, so that incubation is done, and after certain period of time, the eggs can be hatched out and babies can, they can take out the babies. And the other parent, what does he do? The other parent, he is very observant, and he looks after the babies or the egg, especially the egg, and protect them from any kind of danger or enemies. Okay, they will just keep a watch, an eye, so that nobody comes too near the nest and try to harm their eggs. Okay, I know, and this is my personal experience. I have seen. Okay, if you will find there is a nest and the eggs are being laid. Okay, and you will always find one parent is always guarding and watching all the time that nobody comes near the nest and harms the eggs. So it is always the parents are very observant and very, very careful to take care of the eggs. So that's this one of the steps how they look after the young ones. Then the second step, the parents, of course, once the eggs are hatched out, the baby comes out. Okay, so what happens now? The baby has to be nurtured. These chicks has to be nurtured. Okay, how are they being nurtured? By their parents. One parent stays there, go and find out. The other one goes and find out the the eatable, whatever they are being fed on. They will go in search of food and they will bring the food, and then they will feed to the young ones, right? Then another parent, what does it do? Because the babies are too small and they need to be looked after. So one parent goes and feed, bring the food and feed. The other parent stays there and looks after the young ones. Like us only. They are also, of course, they are animals, but then even they do have lots of senses. Okay, they are concerned and they are also aware that they have to take care of their babies, right? Then another one, when the babies are grown up. Okay, when after feeding, the babies are grown up, they grow their feathers, wings and all, and when they develop their all the body parts, of course body parts were there, but then they were not having the strong muscles, they were not having feathers, wings to fly. So once it is done, then the parents, before till that time, when it is they are growing in the growing stage, till then the parents, they protect them from the bad weather, from enemies and from any kind of danger and harm. So once the babies are grown up, they are well developed, then the parents, they leave them to live their own life, and they can fly to any part of the world, and they can have their individual life. They can have a it's my advice for certain children, little naughty ones. What do? They try to destroy the nest of the birds. So please do not do that, because even birds are living creature. Even they want to live their life happily. Okay, so we shouldn't do that. And now I would go to the next topic, that is caring for birds. How do we take care of the birds? You see, like even we human being can contribute much towards the caring for birds. That how can we do that? See, during summertime we can keep bird bath. We can keep small pots or bowl where some grains we can keep, because these birds, they are like moving out in search of food and all, so that they can come and they can feed on it, and they can also take water, and at the same time during like scorching heat, during heat, summer's heat, they can also protect themselves from the the heat, right? So this is how we can take care of the birds. At the same time, we have to be very, very kind, respectful towards the birds, because even they have God has given them life. They have the right to live, and we shouldn't like it. So here we complete the caring for birds. Okay. So what you are going to do is you will read this chapter properly. Now we have completed the full chapter. You will read it, and in the next class I will discuss with the exercises, and also I will give from my side. I will be framing certain question and answer which you will write with the book. Okay. So till then, just keep reading and take care of yourself, and I'll be back with the next video.